So, folks, buckle up for a story that even I, with my wild imagination, can barely wrap my head around. Let me start with this. I've got this buddy, we'll call him Steve. Solid guy, by all accounts, runs his own business, factories, a stack of cash, shiny cars, swanky apartments, the whole 9 yards. On top of that, he had what looked like the dream family: stunning wife, brainy kids, picture-perfect life. But you know how it goes, right? Maybe it was a midlife crisis, maybe just boredom, but something started itching. Call it silver in the beard or a devil in the ribs, and he decided to spice things up with a little fling. With his secretary, no less. Just a bit of fun, he said. Nothing serious, he swore. You can already guess where this is going. Of course, his wife caught wind of the whole deal. And let me tell you, she didn't just raise an eyebrow, she went full hurricane. Took the apartment, snatched the car, cleaned him out. But to his credit, Steve played it straight, paid alimony on time, probably thinking she'd calm down and maybe, just maybe, they'd patch things up. Oh, how wrong he was. Turns out, his wife was made of steel, not a tear, not even a flicker of regret. Cold as ice. Steve? Well, he dove headfirst into work. Bought himself a fresh place, upgraded his wheels. Life, it seemed, was back on track. But you know the saying, nature abhors a vacuum. One evening, bored out of his mind, he hopped onto some dating app. And then, like in one of those cheesy rom-coms, fate, or maybe just hormones, kicked in. He matched with this girl who, according to his very detailed description, was nothing short of a runway goddess. I mean, we're talking legs for days, hair straight out of a shampoo ad, curves that could cause traffic accidents. Basically, every guy's fantasy rolled into one. Their first date? Absolute fireworks. The way Steve painted the picture, I nearly choked on my drink. Young, drop-dead gorgeous, lips that could give Angelina Jolie a run for her money, and a stare that could melt steel. Naturally, I had to poke him. So, did you seal the deal? He just gave me that sly grin and said, "Oh, buddy, it was everything a man could ever imagine and then some." I thought, well damn, maybe Steve's luck finally turned. They started dating regularly, like a real couple. And then, out of the blue, this supermodel drops a bomb. The landlord expels her from the house, and she is about to be left homeless. And Steve, being the knight in shining armor that he imagines himself to be, offers her to move in with him. I mean, why not? The guy lives alone, he has a big apartment, a gorgeous girl who suddenly finds herself in trouble. What can go wrong, right? And in a fit of euphoria, he managed to make an offer, to which his girlfriend, of course, immediately agreed. And that, my friends, is when things really took a turn. At first, everything seemed fine, better than fine, even. Turns out, the girl was a clean freak. Now, don't get me wrong, being tidy's not a crime, but this one took it to a whole new level. She'd wash the bed sheets daily. Same with the towels. Every single day. At first, Steve thought he'd hit the jackpot. Cozy home, spotless surroundings, and a gorgeous woman padding around in silk robes. What's not to love, right? But then he started thinking, like really thinking. I mean, who needs to wash linens that often? It's not a 5-star hotel. The idea wormed its way into his head and started gnawing. What if someone else is enjoying those fresh sheets while I'm grinding away at work? And that's when he decided to play detective. He told her he had a business trip, would be gone for 3 days. Instead, he circled back home at noon the very next day, quiet as a mouse. Walks up to the apartment and bam, the door's locked. From the inside. Now, Steve's blood boiled. He started banging on the door, voice like thunder, "Open up, or I swear it'll get ugly." She called out from behind the door, asking him politely, mind you, to wait downstairs. That did it. Steve exploded. "Are you out of your mind? Open the damn door." After what felt like an eternity, she cracked it open, barely wrapped in her robe, cheeks flushed, hair a mess. And then whoosh, a guy comes flying out of the kitchen like he's late for a track meet, half-dressed and fumbling with his pants. I mean, talk about a scene. Steve, naturally, went ballistic. What the hell is this? You're bringing guys here now? Under my roof? But the mystery man, calm as anything, raised his hands and said, "Hey, man, relax. I'm not her boyfriend. I'm a client. You could have knocked Steve over with a feather." And the wife? She didn't lose her head. She just smiled and shrugged. "Yes, that's my job. What, didn't I mention that? All professions have value, right?" Steve just stared at her, stunned. He didn't even yell, just told her she had 24 hours to get her stuff and vanish. She tried to threaten him, of course, said she'd tell his ex everything, spill the whole affair. But by then, Steve had seen the writing on the wall. Whether it was karma for the secretary or just life handing him a well-earned slap, he knew it was time to walk away. So, I'll tell you what, guys, if you're thinking about cheating, you better be prepared for any consequences. As they say, the Lord has a funny way of keeping score. And as for Steve, I'm willing to bet good money that the next time someone bats their eyelashes at him, he'll be much more careful. And before proposing marriage, first of all, think with a cold mind. Me? I say skip the drama, live clean, and keep your laundry and your life simple.